And welcome back to the Means Report. We appreciate you staying with us. Thank you for that wealth of information from Dr. Dada. Always love the Healthy Georgia Report and always enjoy catching up with our next guest when it comes to what's going on in our business community. She is the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Augusta Metro Chamber of Commerce, making a return visit to the Means Report, Angie Cox. Angie, thanks for coming back. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you for the invitation. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. The door is always open. And even though it's not been that long since we were together, so much has happened and is happening. Let's just start with the trip to Atlanta that's upcoming. The Augusta Metro Chamber, and if I'm not mistaken, other chambers will go for Greater Augusta Day in Atlanta. What is that? What do y'all do once you're in the Capitol?
Yes, so it is a 3-chamber collaborative between the Augusta Metro, Columbia County, and Burke County chambers. And we just take a delegation of our members, of our business leaders, our elected officials up to the Capitol. First, to say thank you to our delegation. We do provide a nice master's hat for every member of the Georgia General Assembly, so they appreciate that and look forward to that every year. But it's also an opportunity for us to meet with our state leaders and to share the needs of the CSRA and what we're focusing on and looking for them to do as far as any kind of policy, regulations, promotion of the CSRA and what we're looking to accomplish in this year's session.
You know, I went up for one of those things from a broadcaster's perspective. It was the Georgia Association of Broadcasters, and I was struck by how intently the lawmakers listen to you. They want to hear your needs and your wants. Do you find that that's the same with our delegation there? They want to find out what our chambers need.
For sure. I think they want to hear from their constituents, and I think that they know that these are the movers and the shakers and the ones who are dealing with the issues on a local level. And so they do appreciate that we are bringing all of those people together. It's typically a group of around 50. Oftentimes we've partnered with some of our leadership programs to have that larger group together for the legislators to hear from everybody all at once.
All right, you said Masters. It made me think of red carpet tour. We're still doing that, right? Is that still big, or are we not?
Oh,
bring me up to speed.
Of course we are.
Okay, good. So that's coming up in less than 50 days, and are y'all getting ready? I know, I can't believe it. It's just the whole year's been weird. Are y'all ready for that? And how effective is that in getting people to say, "Hey, Augusta, Burke County, Columbia County might be a great place to locate"?
It's a very typical or similar group as what we take to Greater Augusta Day. We do have representatives, even from across the river, come over and share. So Red Carpet Tour, it's an investment attraction program that we have been so thrilled to host for over 63 years in partnership with Augusta National, the Georgia Chamber, and the Georgia Allies. And we are already on track to have another great, successful year. Second city this year will be Athens that they will be visiting, but of course we always enjoy hosting them in Augusta on the Thursday and the Saturday during Masters Week. And we have about between 600 to 700 folks that come in and out of that tent throughout the week. So it's a busy time, but it is a successful program, and we've been able to have folks such as Arubis on the tour. And so we can see that the fruits of that, the efforts have come true for Augusta.
So Arubis does the red carpet tour, then they set up shop here in a huge way. It's impressive, and everyone's always so happy, and what an incredible impression we must make on others during that trip, during that tour. Let me ask you about your annual meeting. It's also coming up. Are you all ready for that? And what all is going to be involved in that when the chamber really is in the spotlight that night?
We are ready. So our annual meeting, it's actually our 116th annual meeting.
Unreal.
It is. It's coming up on Thursday, March 13th. And we are switching things up a little bit this year. We are going to be hosting it at the newly renovated historic Bell Auditorium.
That's great.
And our theme for this year is Rise and Thrive, Building Legacies That Last. And we are so excited to have our keynote guest speaker, Mr. Jay Bailey. He's the president and CEO of the H.J. Russell Innovation Center for Entrepreneurs. And it's the world's largest entrepreneurial hub that is fostering and developing Black businesses located in the metro Atlanta area. And he's just done a fantastic job of fostering those entrepreneurial creators, makers, developers, builders. And we're doing some of the same work in Augusta, Richmond County. And so we thought that it would be very appropriate to have him come and speak to us. And with the work that Accelerate Augusta is doing and the hope that the Chamber can partner on some of our efforts with that, and the fact that we honor Augusta's entrepreneur every year at the Chamber. We think that it's just a wonderful fit to have him come and speak, and he's a 3-time TED Talker, so he knows how to work a stage, and we're looking forward to hearing from him.
That's going to be amazing. We had something on the news this past week. It was a graduation where these young people got their GEDs, and the 2 people we interviewed both said they want to be entrepreneurs. So that spirit is alive and well.
For sure.
So then you get through with that huge event, and it is so big and so well done. And then you have a Women in Business event, which this one seems like it's longer, more involved than your typical lunch, right?
It is. It's a little different, and we were scheduled to have it in January to kick off the year, but we all know what happened in January, a little snow fest. So we had to push that to March, but we are right after the Tuesday after our annual meeting, March 18th, we will be having our Women in Business. It's called an Innovation Summit. And this is something that Wellstar, the Wellstar Foundation, has hosted several of in the Atlanta area. And they approached us. They knew that we had a thriving Women in Business program. And so they asked if we would be willing to have one of our Women in Business luncheons focus on this Innovation Summit. And it's really on improving women's health, particularly maternal mortality. So unfortunately, Georgia ranks 43 out of 50 states for maternal mortality, which is not a statistic that we like sharing. But the good news is about 80% of the deaths are preventable. So this Innovation Summit is going to be in 2 parts. It runs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., still at First Baptist. The first part is going to be a panel discussion focused on what factors and what issues are leading to that maternal mortality rate. And it's going to have focus on clinicians, physicians, researchers, local business folks, and entrepreneurs, and philanthropists who are working on those issues. And then after that panel discussion, there will be a table discussion to talk about what factors and what issues folks may be seeing in their own female health journey. After lunch, we'll go into a second panel. And that will really be focused on solutions. So we're looking to address the issues, highlight the incredible work that the Wellstar folks are doing already here in Augusta and around the nation and worldwide, and to see how we can maybe implement and put into effect some of those solutions in Augusta.
Can anyone attend? And if so, how can we get a seat at one of those tables that day?
Absolutely. We would love to have everyone attend. And so you can visit Augusta Metro Chamber /events to register for either the annual meeting or the Women in Business program. If you're not able to come for the entire day, 10 to 2, I know is a full day, we would love to have you for one of the panel discussions and for lunch.
I know we touched on chamber membership and its benefits last time you were here, but since it's sort of the beginning of the year still, is this a good time for a business out there that might be watching to sign up and become a chamber member?
It's always a good time
That's
to
what I'm
join
thinking.
the chamber.
Yeah, any time is good.
Yeah, for sure. And going back to the entrepreneurial part, you mentioned that those folks are entrepreneurial that you heard from.
Yeah.
And that we're seeing an increase in chamber memberships from those solo entrepreneurs and who are wanting to create spaces and have great ideas. And I think that the chamber is a wonderful opportunity for them to do that. So we welcome them to join, and they can find information on joining as well at AugustaMetroChamber.com, and we will get them plugged in, engaged, and provide the resources, networking, and education that they need to flourish.
Well, you probably just answered this next question, which is can a business be too small to join the chamber? Or conversely, can a business be too large to where someone might think we don't need the chamber's benefits, we're good?
Not at all. I think that it is we can find a niche for you, and we can service you, and we can provide value for your business, no matter if you are a single employee or if you are a large manufacturer with thousands of employees. We have efforts on everything from workforce development to how to write a budget. So it's a wide range of products, of services, of assistance, of advocacy efforts that we do for all of our member businesses.
Well, I hope that your membership continues to grow in 2025. I'm sure it will. Congratulations on all that we've covered in our brief 10 minutes together, and all the best to you and the team at the Chamber.
Thank you so much, Brad. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Angie Cox, our special guest, President and CEO of the Augusta Metro Chamber. Support them, and they'll support you, business owners, when we come back. How you can stay in touch with the Means Report, let us know what you think, and help us get more great guests like Angie and Dr. Dada on the Means Report.